everybody, my name is kenpoluke and welcome back to my channel, kenpoluke Self-Defense. So today I'm going to show you guys how to clean or disassemble and clean a high-point carbine rifle. This is the 4995 TS, which is 45 caliber, and TS just stands for tactical stock. It does come with a clip, so of course before we start this, make sure it's unloaded. No clip in here. If I have to tell you to unload it and get the clip out, you need to reevaluate your life. But other than that, you're going to need a cleaner. This is Ballistol. It's a cleaner and lubricant all in one. You're going to need that little tool they gave you. See? Came with your rifle. This is going to make your life a lot easier. You're going to need a hammer, flathead screwdriver, and either a cleaning kit or a bore snake. I use the bore snake. But let's get started. I'm going to be doing this upside down, so hopefully I can do this right the first time. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove this bolt. And that little hole on your little tool is for that. Loosen it up, just take that bolt out. And always keep the little slide pin on it. Set that aside. Now, we got to take these two pins and unhook them. Right here. There's a little clip here, and there's a little clip here. You're going to rotate them clockwise, and you're also going to use your tool to do that. On the end of your tool, there's going to be like little devil horns. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Little horns. There's two little holes right here. It's going to match up perfectly, and you're going to rotate it clockwise. So let's do that. So let's see, clockwise from backwards. Alright. Now, if it's your first time, these clips are going to be a little tough on you. But just rotate them until they unlock the retaining pins and they'll click. That's what your little tool's for. And again, there we go. Alright, so now you got the retaining pins that are going to be on this side. These two round things. Here and here. You're going to pull those out. If they don't pull out, just make sure your clips are all the way undone. Use a little screwdriver end of your tool and push them out. Now, they're about the same size, so I don't think it matters if you mix them up, but I still like to, see, keep them. So I'll put one here on the end. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And then I just try to push it out. Keep that one on that end. That way I know that one goes to that end, that one goes to that end. Now, again, with your tool, with little devil horns. Ooh, damn near spilled my tea. Alright, there's this little lock right here on top of your rail. Stick that inside the little slot. Rotate up. See? Unlock the rail. Next, there's this clip right here. This is what the hammer and screwdriver's for, because that thing's, for the first time getting that out, it's going to be hell. So, right there. You're going to hammer out that way. Well, let's see here if I can do this. Showing you guys. So, just take your screwdriver. Now, this is the disassembly process. If you just want to clean your rifle, you do not need to do this. Just pull back your breech bolt, lock it in place, and then run your bore snake or, rod or whatever down the barrel and clean it. And then what you want to do is with your breech bolt pulled back and locked in place, hose it down on the inside there, and then just like it doesn't hurt to take a Q-tip as long as you're not getting it stuck anywhere, because you don't want that cotton stuck in there. But just kind of clean it out the best you can. You can also use like a rag on the end of like the the Q-tip on itself, and just kind of get around in there and clean it up. Because the disassembly process is only if you really need to lube the inside parts here. That's all you really need to do this for. Otherwise, you don't need to disassemble this rifle to clean it. But let's get back to this. Disassembly of the carbine rifle. So you get your screwdriver here, and just give it a couple taps. See, it's going to come out. And that's that clip. Now, once again, if this is your first time doing this for your rifle, this shroud's going to be a little hard to get off. So just take your screwdriver, put it through the one end here, and always do it on the thick end. You'll see like these little spacers. You can put it on behind the big spacer and give it a push. That comes right off. Now your shroud right here for your breech bolt should come right off. See? Now, there's these two little pins here. I don't know how well you can see that. Right there. Just make sure they're pushed back. And then pull back your breech bolt and it should just lift out. Pull back and up. Let's see. Doesn't want to do it. Sometimes likes to be stingy. I like the rifle and all, but come on. It's starting to lift out. But there it goes. Alright. You got it disassembled. So you got your lower end, you got your breech bolt and barrel, you got your two little pins, you got your clip, your damn it, it's a housing, can't remember, not the shroud housing, but that's the shroud housing here. That's your rifle disassembled. Now if you just need to lube up some parts here, let's give them a quick spray. Oop, not there. There we go. And then just let them sit for a minute. But this is actually in pretty good condition. So, but like I was saying, if you need to just clean your rifle, you don't need to do this. Just lock back your breech bolt, run your snake through, spray it, run your snake through, or sorry, spray it with your lube or cleaner, or sorry, with your cleaner. This is a lube and cleaner. Run your bore snake, and like I said, on the breech bolt, just lock back your breech bolt, spray some of this in there, so your cleaner. Get in there with a little rag or something, the end of a rag, and like, I don't know, a little small piece of dowel rod or something, just to get that rag moving around in there. Clean it out, hit it with your lubricant, but like I said, this is spray and lube. And then you're good to go. Just put it, and then just get right back to shooting. That's all you really need to do. So to put it back together, this just fits right back in there. Now this is your safety here, so there's a safety slot, so you gotta make sure that's in there. Alright, clips right back in. Now, take your shroud. This is the back here that has this little fishtail piece right here. That goes underneath the stock, and then you fold it down over it. And you got to make sure everything lines up. These little holes here are going to be for your pins from earlier. Okay. Now once you got your shroud back on, put your retaining clip on the bottom back on. And once again, you're probably going to need a hammer to get that back in. Sometimes they're like, ooh, look at that. Went right on. And then your upper shroud. Going to push that all the way back. Sometimes you need to finesse it a little bit. Put down your lock. Let's see here. And then put in your pins. They go in on the right side. And then you get your tool, press it through, and then put it back in those little holes and lock it back in place. Same thing for the other side. And it's actually a decent rifle. It comes in horribly sighted from the factory though. Oh my god, was it horrible. And well, there you go. That's back together. But like I was saying, to clean it, let's put that bolt back in. This little tool's handy. Don't lose that tool, man. I keep it in my range bag. Tighten it up. So in order to clean this thing, pull back your breech bolt, slide that back down so it locks. Maybe. Oh, why are you being a bitch now? There we go. And then just spray down the barrel. Spray in here. Now with ballast oil, you kind of got to let it set for a minute because it is a cleaner and lubricant all in one. But in order for the cleaner to work, it's not the harshest of cleaners. So you have to let it sit for a little while. But I'm not going to worry about that. This is a fairly clean gun, so we're just going to go ahead and use the bore snake. If none of you have ever used a bore snake before, you just drop the metal end down this end of the barrel. Let it go all the way down. Come on. And they do have different calibers. Then the end will come out here, and then you just pull it through a few times, back and forth. If you can get a grip on the goddamn thing. Oh, it fucking fell out. You fucking cocksucker. Gotta love these how-to videos and how well everything just cooperates with you. Alright. Slide that down. Like I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Comes out the end, flip it over, pull it, and then just run it through back and forth a few times. There we go. See, I guess it's a little dirty. Like I said, just pull it back through a couple times. Alright, pull it all the way through, and bam. The one thing I love about bore snakes is you can wash them. See, they got little bristles right there. But don't dry them or in the dryer. Just throw them over something and let them dry themselves. And then, since I got this towel here, I'm just going to take the end of the towel, see, and the screwdriver, kind of move it around in there. Make sure it's clean. Yeah, see, it's got some dirt in there. Or not some dirt, but some carbon. Alright, so I'm just going to give it another quick spray. Right there. Right here on the slide here. On the breech bolt. Spray on this side of the breech bolt. And there you go, you got a clean rifle. Like I said, if you just need to clean it, just do what I did. Don't disassemble the rifle, you don't need to do that. But if you've had it like a year or so, and I don't know, like the trigger's starting to gum up on you a little bit, that's when you fully disassemble the rifle, and then just clean and lube the spots around the trigger. Not on the trigger, but around the trigger on both sides here. And that's it. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do your first time because it doesn't want to come apart the first time you do it. You're going to have a little trouble with it. But after you got it apart once, you ain't going to have a problem. Other than pulling this breech bolt back and getting it off. That's always going to be a bitch for you. But thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something from this. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It helps me get my stuff out there. My channel, my gun channel here is new. If you're interested in cooking or video games, I got 2 other channels. Links in the description below. But as always, show me some love, show me some hate, but show me something. Other way, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out, and happy shooting. It's a good gun. I don't care what anybody says about it.